Hello everybody, this is Relays RPS and this is the only accounting account that you want to watch. So today we are going to do the creditors reconciliation of simple stores. So the creditors reconciliation is us now fixing the mistakes or errors and omissions that were made, between two stores. So in this case, we are going to deal with Nandu suppliers and simple stores. So we are simple stores and we buy goods on credit from Nandu suppliers. So now we are going to we are receiving a statement of account on 28th of August 2023. The balance did not correspond with the balance on the creditors ledger account of Nandu suppliers. So now we are going to fix the errors. So what we have to do firstly is to check out the information. So let's read the required. They say complete the table provided in the answer book to show the effect of each error or omission. Indicate an increase with plus or decrease with minus next to each amount. Then information, they say the balance of the creditors ledger account of Nandu is 40,100. Then the balance per the statement received from Nandu suppliers is how much? 21,020. So we are business of what? We are simple stores and we receive the statement from Nandu suppliers. So let's get into details. So as you already know that we are Nandu suppliers and we receive we are simple suppliers and we receive their statement from Nandu suppliers. So we're going to say the balances. How much was the balances? Is 40,100, 21,120, 40,100. So it's going to be 40,100, 40,100. So it's going to be 40,100 ish. Sorry guys. 40,100. Okay, 40,100. Then here is how much? 21,020. So here is going to be 21,020. So let's get into the adjustment or errors and omissions. So they say number A, simple stores, we as business reflected a credit note, a credit invoice, credit invoice of how much? Of 8,800 in the creditors ledger account of Nandu suppliers. This was for goods purchased from Nandu dealers. So we as business, we made a mistake. We said we are returning goods from what? From the account of Nandu suppliers, while we are not. We are buying goods. We are not buying goods. These goods belongs to what? Nandu dealers. So what we have to do is to return, return that adjustment. So we're going to say minus 8,800 because of we as business, we said plus to the what? To the account of Nandu suppliers, while we are not buying goods from them, we are buying goods from another store. So now we have to know, we have to decrease because of we added the stock of 8,800. 8,800. We have to decrease that stock because it does not belong to that accounting. It does not belong to that account. Number B, say an allowance of 1,740 for damaged goods returned was recorded as an invoice in the creditors ledger account of Nandu suppliers. So because of now we bought the goods but they are damaged, they give us the allowance. Now the allowance have to decrease the value of the credit that we owe them. Now we treated it as if we are buying, so we have to do the right thing now. So let's analyze where is the mistake. So they say an allowance of 1,740 for damaged goods returned was recorded as an invoice in the creditors ledger account. So the problem is here, the creditors ledger account. So us doing the right things, remember guys, we as business, we treated it like this. So we as business, we said how much. Let me put it this way so that you can understand. So we as business, we said plus how much? 1740. 1740. Now we have to fix that mistake, because of now we are decreasing that money. We have to do what? We have to cancel this thing first. You have to cancel 1400 first, and then we do the right thing. The right thing is to what? Is to minus 1400, as it is what? As it is the allowance. So from here we'll start to count from here. So we are going to say negative 1740 minus 1740 is equals to how much? Is equals to negative 3480. That's how we do it. So we go to information number C. So it said that an invoice for 15,200 was incorrectly reflected as 12,500 on the statement received from Nandu suppliers. So there was an invoice. When we see the word invoice, means that there were people that are buying the stock. Now the invoice of how much? The invoice of 15,200 was incorrectly reflected as 12,500. So you know what happened, guys? What happened here is that instead of them, because of that, is the error is from their statement. So we as business, we bought the goods that were 2,500, 15,000. We bought the goods of 15,200, but them, what they do is to they record it as if it is 12,500. Now we need to find the difference between them. So the difference is equals to how much? The difference is equals to 2,700. So 2,700 is going to be added, because of them they said 12,500 instead of saying 15,200. So it is the error. Now we are correcting that error. We are going to add 12,000. We're going to add 2,700. For you to verify if ever our calculations are correct, you have to do this. You have to say 2,700 plus 2,700 plus 12,500 is going to give you how much? Is going to give you 15,200. It's going to give you 15,200. You have to verify if ever our calculations are correct, or for you to even understand more. So the correct amount to add here is how much? You're going to add 2,700. Thank you very much. I hope you understand, guys. So number D say Simple Stores recorded a 10% discount from an EFT payment of 9,600. This did not appear on the statement. Nandu suppliers state that the discount should have been 5% and would include this on the next statement. So guys, the statement like this is very, very important. This adjustment or the error or omission, which is the adjustment to correct it. The adjustment is very important, because of it is going to appear to your exams. So let's analyze it carefully, because of I know it is going to appear to your exam. So they say we as business Simple Stores recorded a 10% discount on an EFT payment of 9,600. So we made a payment of 9,600. So now we thought that the discount that we have to pay is 9,600. The discount that we receive is 10%. But to find out that the discount is not 10%, it is 5%. So we need to correct that error first in our books. So what we have to do is to calculate how we calculated it. So we're going to say 9,000 multiplied by 10 divided by 100. So we found out that it is going to be how much? Let me just say this. We find out that it's going to be 9,600 multiplied by 10 divided by how much? 10 divided by 100. So it's going to be 9,600. So in our books we said minus 9,600 because of discount received. They decrease the credit. Now we did the wrong thing. What we have to do is to divide minus or subtract it by the 5%. So what we have to do is to say divided by 2 to get like the 5%. We don't have to use another calculations. So it's going to be 9,600 divided by 2 is going to be 4,800. So in our case we're going to say plus 4,800 because of what we did is to minus more money that we did not have to minus. Now we are going to add the money back. Now we are going to add 4,800 back because of like we subtracted it, So in their case they say this did not appear on the statement. So what we have to do here is to say is to do the right thing. The right thing we have to do is to minus it now, is to minus 4,800. Thank you very much. Because of what? Because of it did not appear on the statement. So now we are subtracting it. Remember the discount, subtract, and the discount lower the credit. That's why we subtract that thing. So now we go to the transaction number E. Transaction number E say that non-due suppliers did not deduct the 10% trade discount on a credit invoice for goods purchased. The correct net amount of 11,160 was recorded in the ledger account in the book of simple stores. So non-due suppliers did not deduct the 10% trade discount on a credit invoice for goods purchased. So our creditor did not deduct that money. Now the net amount is equals to 11,160. So what we have to do is to return that money, is to say 160 divided multiplied by 90 divided by 100. We are returning that money now. So we are going to say net amount 11,160 multiplied by 100 divided by 90. So it's going to give us how much? It's going to give us 12,400. So we are going to subtract the 11,160. 11,160. Now what is going to be the amount, the real amount that non-due suppliers need to deduct? So the real amount that non-due need to deduct is 1,240,000. So we are going to say minus 1,240 rands. Okay, then they say an invoice for goods purchased from 6,300 on 30 August 2023 was not on the statement from non-due suppliers. The statement date is 28. Okay, in this case we received the statement on the 28th of August. While we made a purchase. We purchased goods on 28th of August. Remember that we received the statement from what? From on 28th of August. So this account or this transaction did not appear on the on the statement, because of the day we purchased the goods from them is the day we received the statement. Now we have to add that money into the statement. So it's how much? 6,300. 6,300 is going to be added. We are going to say plus 6,800. Thank you. Now let's summarize it now. Okay, Simple Stores reflected a credit invoice of 8,800 in the creditors ledger account of Nando suppliers. This goods was purchased from Nando dealers. So in this case, we made a wrong wrong amount to the wrong supplier. In this case, we have to minus it. We did that correctly. So they say an allowance of 1,740 for damaged goods returned was recorded as an invoice. So we have to what? We have to add we have to say negative 1,740 minus 1,740 to get that answer. Then they say an invoice for 15,200 was incorrectly reflected as this much. So we need to find the difference, then we add that difference. Then they say the discount one, we need to find that 10%, we divided by 2 to find what we have to naturally pay, and this is going to affect both statement and both ledger, account ledger. So in this case, Nandu did not deduct the 10%, and we did the right thing. In this case, we the Nandu the amount did not appear on the statement. Now we have doubled check. Now we have to do the calculations. So the calculations are going to be as follow. This is going to be as follow. The calculations are going to be as follow. So we're going to say minus 480 minus 1,240 plus plus 6,800. So it's going to be how much? 21,000. So we are going to add where we have to add, and we are going to subtract where it is necessary. So we are going to say 21,020 rands plus 2,700 minus 480 minus 1,240 plus 6,800 is going to give us 28,800. It's going to give us 28,800. So in this case, we're going to say how much. We're going to do the same calculation, same formula. 40,100 minus 8,800 minus 3,480 plus 480. So it's going to be how much? So you are going to plus the 408. So we're going to say 40,100 minus minus 3,480 plus 4,800. So it's going to be 28,300. So 40,000, this much and this much. Okay, in this case, what I like to do is to say 28,300. Okay, we found 28,200, the difference of 5,000. Now we are going to double check now. 21,020 plus 2,700 minus 480 minus 12040 plus 6,800. Yeah, this is correct one. Yeah. Thank you very much, people, for watching this